to prim4. Today we are going to complete our unit 2. We are going to take second part or second lesson. It's about square and rectangle, their area, their perimeter, and how to draw it. First we will start with the square. We will take the perimeter of the square, the area of the square, and how to draw the square. Let's start with the perimeter. Let's remember together that in the square, all sides are equal in length, as can you see here in this shape. As this is a square, the side length here is 5 cm, so all the sides are 5 cm. And we know that a square is a polygon. Do you remember how we can get the perimeter of any polygon? We took it in primary 3. We said that when we are going to find the perimeter of any polygon, we are going to add the length of all sides, or the sum of all its side lengths. So we are going to say that the perimeter of this square is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. But we know that 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 5 times 4. And 5 times 4 equal 20 centimeters. Why 5 times 4? Because 5 here is repeated 4 times. Okay, what is 5 here? 5 here is the side length of the square. Okay, and what about 4? What is 4? 4 is how many 5 is repeated. And here 5 repeated 4 times. Why? Because we have 4 sides. So 4 here is the number of sides in the square. And it will be constant all the time. We will not change 4 because in the square we have only 4 sides. In any square we have only 4 sides. So 4 will be constant forever. It will not change. The one that will change is the side length. We can have a square that its side length is 5. The side length can be 10, can be 9, can be 8, whatever it will be. So we can say that the perimeter of any square equal the side length times 4. The side length times 4. And we can write S instead of side length. Okay, S means side length. So when I ask you what is the perimeter of the square, you can tell me S times 4, and S for the side length, and 4 that is the number of the sides in the square. Okay, now let's move to another part. That is how to get the side length of a square with a given perimeter. What the meaning of that? That means that I have a square and he gave me in the exercise the perimeter of this square. And he wants me to determine the side length of the square. Let's see how. We know that the perimeter of the square equal side length times 4, or S times 4. We will write this law in a magical triangle. This triangle is divided into 3 parts, 1 up and 2 down. I will write up P, and P is the perimeter, and we will write down S, and S for the side length, and 4, and that is the number of the sides of the square. So we have P perimeter equal S times 4. We will write here the sign division between B and 4, and we will write here the sign of multiplication. It's between S and 4. What's the meaning of that? That means when I'm going to find B, I will look to the rest. I have S and 4. S and 4, we are going to multiply them. Okay, and if I want to get S, I will have B and 4. And the relation between B and 4 is division. Let's see by an example. The question says that the perimeter of the square is 32 centimeters. Here he gave me the perimeter of the square. Then its side length is. So what's required here? The required here is the side length is S. Okay, when the required is S, I'm going to hide S in the magical triangle. When I hide S, what's left here? P, perimeter, and 4. Okay, and what's the relation between P and 4? It's divided by. It's divided by. So I'm going to say side length equal, or S equal B divided by 4. And B is given here is 32 centimeter divided by 4. 32 divided by 4 equal 8 centimeters. So this is the side length that is required in the question. Okay, now let's move to another part, which is the area of the square. Let's remember together that when we are going to get the area of any polygon, what we have used to do. When I have a square like this, its side length is 5 centimeter or 5 units, and I want to get the area of this square. I was counting the inside squares. I was counting the inside squares like this. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I have counted them. They are 25 square units. So I can say that the area of the opposite square is 25 square units. Okay, let's think about 25. 25 here is what times what? 25 is 5 times 5. And what is 5? 5 is the side length. And what is the other 5? It's also the side length. So I can say that 25 is 5 times 5, and 5 is the side length, and the other 5 is also the side length. So I can say that the perimeter of any square equal side length times side length, or S times S. So remember very well, the area of any square equals side times side. We will take many exercises about this, how to get the area and the perimeter and so on, but after we finish explaining the lesson, don't worry. Now we are moving to a very important point, but it's so easy. Just focus with me and you will know how to draw it very easily. Draw a square ABCD whose side length is 6 centimeters. Draw AC intersect BD at M. Find the area of the square. Let's take part by part. The first part here of the question, draw a square ABCD whose side length is 6. Now I know that I have to draw a square. Its name is ABCD and the side length is 6 centimeters. I will need to draw this square, a ruler, and a set square. But here I want you to make sure that you will measure with this side, the centimeter, not the inch. Okay? Not the inch. I have to measure the side length with the centimeter. Okay, let's start and see how. First, I'm going to put a point. I will name it A. Now get your ruler. Put your ruler on the line and start to measure from A at 0 centimeter. I have to start with 0 centimeter. Put the ruler on the line and we will start at point A from 0 centimeter. I want 6 centimeter, so I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeter. Until I reach 6 centimeter, I will put the other point. And then I will join them. Okay, now I finished the first side length. AB, it's 6 centimeter. Okay, leave the ruler and get your set square. Put it like this. I have to start with 0. Okay, I will count on the set square. I want it to be 6 centimeter also because it's a square. All side lengths will be 6 centimeter. Put the set square at the point and measure from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until I reach 6. I will put my next point and join them. This is point C. Okay, now I will get my set square again, put it on the other unit, on the other point, and I also will start from 0 and count 6 centimeter here. Okay, I will put the last point and join it. It's point D. Now I have 4 points, A, B, C, D. Get your ruler again and join between C and D. Now you draw the square ABCD whose side length is 6 centimeters. Have I finished? No, there is another part in the question. It's draw AC intersect BD. AC, this line. I will take my ruler and put it here between E and C and join them. I will do the same steps with B and D. Put the ruler, draw the line. This is BD. They intersect at M. This is the point of intersection. So this point will be M. Okay. Now I finished the drawing. Find the area of the square. I want the area of the square. And I know that the area of a square equal S by S. Or side length times side length. Okay, here the side length is 6. So I will write 6 times 6. It's 36 square centimeters. This 2 means square centimeters, the unit of measuring the area. This is how to draw the square. Okay, now let's move to the rectangle. I will also take the perimeter of the rectangle, the area of the rectangle, and how to draw the rectangle. Let's start with the perimeter, and also let's remember together that in the rectangle, each two opposite sides are equal in length. If this is 5 centimeters, the opposite side will be 5 centimeters, and when this side is 4 centimeters, the opposite side is also 4 centimeters. We know that the perimeter of any polygon is the sum of the side lengths. Okay, now we are going to find the perimeter of this opposite rectangle. It will be 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4, right? Okay. Here 5 repeated how many times? Repeated 2 times. Okay, I can write it once and then put the plus, and then 4 plus 4 repeated how many times? Repeated 2 times. So I will write it 1 time and then put times 2. Both of them is repeated twice. So I write each of them once and then put times 2. So I got 5 plus 4 times 2. 5 plus 4 equal 9. So I have 9 times 2. 9 times 2 equal 18. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 18 centimeters. Okay, let's know now. I want to tell you that here the 4 centimeter is called the width of the rectangle, and 5 centimeter is called the length of the rectangle. Because rectangles, not all sides are equal, only two opposite sides are equal, so I will call the smaller one width and the bigger one length. And they both together are called dimensions. So 5 here is the length and 4 is the width. So I can say that the perimeter of any rectangle equal length plus width times 2. Length plus width times 2, or L plus W times 2. Remember this law very well. Now let's move to the area of the rectangle. We also know that to get the area of any polygon, we are counting the inner units or inner squares. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 squares, so the area of the opposite rectangle is 20 squares. Okay, and 20 is what? 20 is 4 times 5, or 5 times 4. Okay, both of them are right. 5 times 4, or 4 times 5. And what is 5? 5 is the length of the rectangle. And what is 4? 4 is the width of the rectangle. So we can say that the area of any rectangle equal length times width. Length times width. To get. So we can say that When we having the length and the width or the dimensions of any rectangle and we want to get the area, we are going to multiply them to get the area. Okay, now let's move to drawing. How to draw a rectangle. We have the question like this. Draw a rectangle LMNO whose dimensions are 6 centimeter and 4 centimeter. Dimensions are the length and the width. And the bigger one is the length and the smaller one is the width. Draw LN intersect MO at point X. LN and MO are the diagonals of the rectangle. I will draw them to intersect at point X. Find the area of the rectangle after we finish drawing. Okay, let's start with the drawing. We will also need the ruler and set square, just like the square. We will put our first point, L. Take the ruler, put it on the line, starting from 0. Measure how many? 6 centimeter. We can start with 4, no problem. We can start with 6 or 4, doesn't matter. I here will start with 6. At 6, I will put the other point, M, and then I will join them. This is the first line. I will leave the ruler in its place and take my set square, put it at point M, starting from 0, measure 6. No, not 6. Now it's 4. I draw 6. So here I will draw the width, which is 4 centimeters. So at 4, I will put the point N and then join them. I will do the same steps on the other point, L. I will put my set square, measure 4 centimeter, put the last point, O, and I will join the 2 points. This is point O. Now I have to join the points N and O with the ruler. Now I draw the rectangle LMNO. I have now to draw the diagonals LN with the ruler like this and join the 2 points, and the other diagonal MO and join them. They intersect at point X, so this is the point of intersection X. Now I finished the drawing. Let's find the area of the rectangle. We know that the area of rectangle equal, excellent, length times width. So I will write the area of the rectangle equal length times width. The length is 6 and the width is 4. So 6 times 4 equal 24 square centimeter also, because this is the unit of area. Is it easy? Okay, let's see some exercises. Complete. First question, the area of the square whose side length is 5 centimeter. I want here the area, and he gives me the side length, and I know that the area of the square equal side times side. So I will write the area of the square equal S times S, side times side, and the side is 5, so I will write 5 times 5, and 5 times 5 equal 25 square centimeter, because here the area, and this is the unit of measuring the area. Second question. A rectangle, its dimensions are 3 and 7 centimeter. Then its perimeter is, now here the given is the dimension. And the dimension are 3 and 7. This is the width and the length. Now I want to get the perimeter. Okay, the perimeter of the rectangle equal what? Equal length plus width times 2. Length here is the bigger side, 7, and width is the smaller side, 3, plus times 2. 7 plus 3 equal 10. 10 times 2 equal 20 centimeter. Centimeter is the unit of measuring the perimeter. Number 3. The perimeter of a square whose side length 3 centimeter. He wants here what? The perimeter of the square. Perimeter of the square equal side length times 4. S here is 3 centimeters, so I'm going to write 3 times 4 equal 12 centimeter. Number 4. The area of the rectangle whose dimensions are 3 and 5 centimeter. The area of the rectangle equal length times width, and times is 5 and width is 3. So I will write area of rectangle equal length times width, 5 times the 3 equal 15 square centimeter. Number 5. Which is greater? the area of a square whose side length 6 centimeters, or the area of the rectangle whose dimensions 7 and 6 centimeters. Someone will tell me, Miss, rectangle is the greater. Why? Because it has two dimensions, 7 and 6, but the square has only 6 centimeters. No, wrong. I can't decide which is greater until I get the area of each one of them. The question here is asking me which one has the greatest area, not which one is greater, the area or the square or the rectangle. No, which one is greater, the area of the square or the area of the rectangle. I have to get the area of the square and the area of the rectangle and then compare between them to see which one is greater. I will start to get the area of the square, and I know that the area of the square equals side times side, 6 times 6, because here the side length is 6. 6 times 6 equals 36 square centimeter. Okay, I put the area of the square. Now I have to get the area of the rectangle, equal length times width. 7 is the length and 6 is the width. 7 times 6 equals 42 square centimeter. So which one is greater, 36 or 42? 42 is greater, so I can say that the area of the rectangle is greater. Okay, don't decide directly. You have to get the area of each one of them and compare the numbers to find which one is greater. Number 6. In the length of the side of the square whose perimeter 36 centimeter equal what? Here, what is required here? The required here is the length of the side. S. Required here is S. And the given here is perimeter. I will think about the magical triangle. BS4. Here, what's required here is the side, so I will hide the side. What's left here? B and 4. And the relation between them is division. B is what? 36. So I will write side equal perimeter divided by 4. Perimeter is 36. 36 divided by 4 equal 9 centimeters. Number 7. The perimeter of the square is 28 centimeters. This is the perimeter. Find its area. He wants here the area. Okay, the area of the square equal what? Equal side times side. Okay, do I have the side here? No, I don't have the side. I only have the perimeter. Okay, but I can get the side length from the perimeter. How? By using this magical triangle. I will say that S equal B divided by 4. And B here is 28. And 28 divided by 4 equals 7. Now I got the side length. Can now I get the area? Yes. I will write 7 times 7. It's 49 square centimeter. That's for our lesson today. I hope you understand it very well. See you in the next video. Goodbye and good luck.